Question 1. What does this sign indicate you should do? A. Stop completely before proceeding. B. Give way to all traffic. C. You have the right of way. D. Proceed with caution, no need to give way. Answers is B. Give way to all traffic. The give way sign inverted triangle requires you to slow down and give way to any vehicles or pedestrians on the intersecting road or path. Question 2. What is the safest way to react if a dog runs onto the road in front of your vehicle? A. Swerve sharply to avoid it. B. Accelerate quickly past it. C. Brake firmly and steer to avoid if safe. D. Honk your horn continuously. Answers is C. Brake firmly and steer to avoid if safe. When an animal runs onto the road, the safest action is to brake firmly. Swerving sharply can lead to loss of control, especially at higher speeds or if other traffic is nearby. Question 3. What does this sign mean for drivers? A. Overtaking is permitted. B. No overtaking. C. Slow down for speed cameras. D. Overtaking is allowed for motorcycles. Answers is B. No overtaking. This sign indicates that overtaking other vehicles is prohibited in this area due to safety concerns, such as blind spots or narrow roads. Question 4. When are you permitted to use a mobile phone while driving in Australia? A. When stopped at traffic lights. B. Never while driving or stopped in traffic. C. When making an emergency call. D. Only to change music. Answers is B. Never while driving or stopped in traffic. In Australia, it is illegal to use a mobile phone at any time while driving, including when stopped at traffic lights or in a queue of traffic. Hands-free devices are permitted. Question 5. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Dangerous curve to the right. B. Road narrows on the right. C. Steep descent ahead. D. Lane ends on the right. Answers is A. Dangerous curve to the right. This warning sign indicates that there is a dangerous curve to the right ahead, requiring drivers to slow down and exercise caution. Question 6. What should you do when approaching a railway level crossing without booms or flashing lights? A. Speed up to cross quickly. B. Slow down, look, listen, and be prepared to stop. C. Proceed without stopping as there are no barriers. D. Only stop if you see a train approaching. Answers is B. Slow down, look, listen, and be prepared to stop. Even without booms or lights, you must slow down, look both ways, listen for trains, and be prepared to stop to ensure it is safe to cross. Question 7. What does this sign indicate? A. Road closed to trucks. B. Do not enter. C. One-way street ahead. D. Give way to oncoming traffic. Answers is B. Do not enter. The do not enter sign means that vehicles are prohibited from entering the road or area where the sign is displayed, usually for traffic safety or one-way street systems. Question 8. When driving in fog, what headlights should you use? A. High beam headlights. B. Only parking lights. C. Low beam headlights and fog lights if available. D. No lights are necessary during the day. Answers is C. Low beam headlights and fog lights if available. Low beam headlights and fog lights if fitted should be used in fog. High beams reflect off the fog, reducing visibility even further. Question 9. What is by this sign? A. Mandatory right turn ahead. B. Roundabout ahead. C. Merge left or right. D. U-turn permitted. Answers is B. Roundabout ahead. This sign indicates a roundabout ahead, where drivers must give way to traffic already in the roundabout, unless otherwise by signs. Question 10. What is the recommended following distance in good driving conditions? A. 1 second behind the vehicle. B. At least 2 to 3 seconds behind. C. Half a car length. D. 4 seconds behind the vehicle. Answers is B. At least 2 to 3 seconds behind. The Rule of 3 in some states provides a safe following distance, allowing enough time to react and stop if the vehicle in front stops suddenly. Question 11. What does this sign mean? A. Stopping is allowed for short periods. B. No stopping at any time. C. No parking on weekends. D. Stopping is permitted for. Answers is B. No stopping at any time. The no stopping sign means you are not permitted to stop your vehicle in that area for any reason, even for a short time, unless traffic conditions require it. Question 12. When approaching a school crossing with children present and signs flashing, what must you do? A. Proceed at normal speed if no children are on road. B. Slow down to the speed limit. C. Honk your horn to warn children. D. Only stop if a crossing guard is present. Answers is B. Slow down to the speed limit. When approaching a school crossing during times or when signs are flashing, you must slow down to the speed limit and be prepared to stop for children. Question 13. What does this sign warn about? A. Speed limit zone. B. Road works ahead. C. Traffic congestion. D. New road surface. Answers is B. Road works ahead. This sign warns drivers that there are road works ahead, meaning they should reduce speed, be alert for workers, and follow any temporary traffic directions. Question 14. What is the correct procedure for turning left at an intersection? A. Signal right, then turn left. B. Turn from any lane if no traffic. C. Signal left, move to the left lane and turn. D. Turn without signaling if no one is behind you. Answers is C. Signal left, move to the left lane and turn. To turn left, you must indicate left, move into the lane or dedicated lane, and give way to any oncoming traffic or pedestrians before turning. Question 15. What does this sign indicate? A. No parking. B. No stopping. C. Parking for taxis only. D. Parking permitted after. Answers is A. No parking. The no parking sign means you can stop briefly to pick up or drop off passengers or goods, but you must not leave your vehicle unattended. Question 16. What is the safest action if you miss your exit on a freeway? A. Reverse back to the exit. B. Proceed to the next exit. C. Stop on the shoulder and wait. D. Make a U-turn if the median is wide. Answers is B. Proceed to the next exit. It is dangerous and illegal to reverse or stop on a freeway. You should continue to the next exit and find a safe way to turn around or. Question 17. What does this sign indicate? A. Children crossing. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Pedestrian zone. D. Footpath ends. Answers is B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign warns drivers that there is a pedestrian crossing ahead, requiring them to slow down and be prepared to stop for pedestrians. Question 18. What is the primary purpose of in a vehicle? A. To keep drivers comfortable. B. To prevent serious injury in a crash. C. To help drivers stay awake. D. To secure cargo in the back seat. Answers is B, to prevent serious injury in a crash. Are designed to restrain occupants during a collision, preventing them from being thrown forward or out of the vehicle, thereby reducing the risk of severe injury or death. Question 19. What does this sign mean? A. Road closed ahead. B. Proceed straight only. C. One-way street ahead. D. No U-turn. Answers is B. Proceed straight only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must proceed straight ahead only and are not permitted to turn left or right or make a U-turn. Question 20. When changing lanes, what is the correct sequence of actions? A. Turn, signal, check mirrors. B. Signal, check mirrors, head check, then move. C. Head check, then signal and move. D. Check mirrors, then signal and move. Answers is B. Signal, check mirrors, head check, then move. The correct sequence is to signal your intention, check your mirrors, perform a head check to cover blind spots, and then, if safe, smoothly steer into the new lane. Question 21. What does this sign warn about? A. Uneven road surface. B. Slippery road ahead. C. Road narrows ahead. D. Loose gravel. Answers is B. Slippery road ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road surface ahead may be slippery, especially in wet conditions, and drivers should reduce speed and drive with extra caution. Question 22. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on a freeway? A. Stay in your vehicle in the traffic lane. B. Move off the road, turn on hazard lights and stay safe. C. Try to fix it quickly in the lane. D. Leave vehicle and walk for help. Answers is B. Move off the road, turn on hazard lights and stay safe. If your vehicle breaks down on a freeway, you should try to move it off the main carriageway, turn on your hazard lights, and remain in a safe location away from traffic. Question 23. What does this sign mean? A. Give way at the next intersection. B. Stop, then give way. C. Stop only if traffic is approaching. D. Proceed slowly without stopping. Answers is B. Stop, then give way. A stop sign requires you to bring your vehicle to a complete stop before the stop line or before entering the intersection, and then give way to all traffic. Question 24. When is it legal to overtake a tram or light rail vehicle? A. Only if safe and permitted by markings. B. Always on the left side. C. Only when the tram is moving. D. Never overtake a tram. Answers is A. Only if safe and permitted by markings. You can only overtake a tram or light rail vehicle when it is safe to do so, and road markings or signs permit it. Be cautious of passengers alighting or boarding. Question 25. What does this sign indicate? A. U-turn permitted. B. No U-turn. C. Left turn only. D. Right turn prohibited. Answers is B. No U-turn. This sign indicates that making a U-turn is prohibited at this location, likely due to safety concerns or traffic flow management. Question 26. How should you adjust your driving in heavy rain? A. Increase speed to clear water. B. Reduce speed, increase following distance, use headlights. C. Use high beam headlights only. D. Drive in the middle of the road. Answers is B. Reduce speed, increase following distance, use headlights. In heavy rain, reduce your speed, increase your following distance to allow for longer stopping distances, and turn on your low beam headlights to improve visibility. Question 27. What does this sign mean? A. School zone ahead, obey speed limits. B. Children crossing or playing nearby. C. Pedestrian crossing ahead. D. Bus stop ahead. Answers is B, children crossing or playing nearby. This warning sign indicates that children may be present, often near schools, parks, or residential areas. Drivers should reduce speed and be extra vigilant. Question 28. When can you legally perform a U-turn? A. At any intersection if there is no traffic. B. Where there is a sign permitting it and it is safe. C. Only on major highways. D. When a no U-turn sign is posted. Answers is B. Where there is a sign permitting it and it is safe. U-turns are generally prohibited unless a sign specifically allows them, or if you are on a road where there are no signs or lines prohibiting the U-turn, and it is safe to do so. Question 29. What does this sign indicate? A. Speed hump ahead. B. Uneven road surface ahead. C. Slippery road ahead. D. Road narrows. Answers is B. Uneven road surface ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road surface ahead is uneven, which may cause discomfort or loss of control if driven over at speed. Reduce speed accordingly. Question 30. What should you do if you are being A. Brake suddenly to warn them. B. Increase your following distance to the car ahead. C. Speed up to get away. D. Flash your brake lights repeatedly. Answers is B. Increase your following distance to the car ahead. If being increase your following distance to the vehicle ahead, this creates a larger buffer zone, allowing you more time to react and brake gently if needed. Question 31. What does this sign mean? A. Right turn optional. B. Mandatory right turn. C. No left turn. D. Road curves right. Answers is B. Mandatory right turn. This mandatory sign indicates that all vehicles must turn right at the intersection or junction ahead. It is often used to direct traffic flow. Question 32. How should you act when merging onto a freeway? A. Stop at the end of the on-ramp. B. Adjust speed to match traffic, indicate and merge safely. C. Merge immediately regardless of traffic. D. Wait for a gap and then accelerate sharply. Answers is B. Adjust speed to match traffic, indicate and merge safely. When merging, use the on-ramp to gain sufficient speed to match freeway traffic, indicate your intention, look for a safe gap, and merge smoothly. Question 33. What does this sign indicate? A. Stop sign ahead. B. Traffic lights ahead. C. Pedestrian crossing ahead. D. Road closed. Answers is B. Traffic lights ahead. This warning sign alerts drivers to traffic lights ahead, prompting them to be prepared to slow down or stop depending on the signal. Question 34. What is the primary danger when driving fatigued? A. Higher fuel consumption. B. Impaired judgment and reaction time. C. Comfort. D. Faster driving. Answers is B. Impaired judgment and reaction time. Fatigue significantly impairs your ability to concentrate, make quick decisions, and react to hazards, similar to driving under the influence of alcohol. Question 35. What does this sign mean? A. Minimum speed limit of 50. B. Maximum speed limit of 50. C. Recommended speed of 50. D. Speed cameras ahead. Answers is B. Maximum speed limit of 50. This prohibitory sign indicates the maximum speed limit for vehicles in kilometers per hour in that area. Drivers must not exceed this speed. Question 36. When parallel parking, how far should you be from the curb? A. As close as possible. B. Within 15 to 30 centimeters. C. 1 meter from the curb. D. Any distance as long as you're in the spot. Answers is B, within 15 to 30 centimeters. When parallel parking, you should aim to be within a reasonable distance, typically 15 to 30 centimeters from the curb, to avoid obstructing traffic or damaging your wheels. Question 37. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. Two-way traffic ahead. B. One-way road. C. No entry. D. Dead end ahead. Answers is B. One-way road. This information sign indicates that the road ahead is a one-way road, meaning traffic flows in only one direction. This helps with urban traffic management. Question 38. When must you give way to a pedestrian at a pedestrian crossing? A. Only if they are halfway across. B. Always if they are on or about to enter the crossing. C. Only if there is no oncoming traffic. D. Only when directed by a crossing guard. Answers is B. Always if they are on or about to enter the crossing. Drivers must give way to any pedestrian who is on or about to enter a pedestrian crossing, even if there are no specific signals or crossing guards. Question 39. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Steep ascent. B. Steep descent. C. Uneven road. D. Road narrows. Answers is A. Steep ascent. This warning sign indicates a steep uphill gradient ahead. Drivers may need to change to a lower gear to maintain power or manage speed. Question 40. What is the legal requirement for headlights when driving at night? A. Parking lights are sufficient. B. Must be on. C. Only use high beam. D. Only use low beam. Answers is B. Must be on. It is a legal requirement to use your headlights at night or in conditions of visibility e.g. heavy rain, fog to ensure you can see and be seen. Question 41. What does this sign mean? A. Road dips ahead. B. Speed hump or bump ahead. C. Uneven road surface. D. Slippery when wet. Answers is B. Speed hump or bump ahead. This warning sign indicates a speed hump or bump ahead in the road, requiring drivers to slow down to avoid damage to their vehicle or discomfort to occupants. Question 42. When are you permitted to cross double unbroken white lines? A. To overtake a slow vehicle. B. Never unless avoiding an obstruction. C. To make a U-turn. D. If no oncoming traffic is present. Answers is B. Never unless avoiding an obstruction. Double unbroken white lines indicate that vehicles must not cross them. The only exception is to avoid an obstruction on the road, provided it is safe to do so. Question 43. What does this sign warn about? A. Farm animals ahead. B. Wild animals crossing. C. Pet crossing. D. Zoo entrance. Answers is B. Wild animals crossing. This sign warns drivers that wild animals may be present on or near the road, especially at dawn or dusk, requiring increased vigilance and speed. Question 44. What is a blind spot when driving? A. An area visible in mirrors. B. Area not visible in mirrors or directly. C. Area behind the car only. D. Area obscured by tall vehicles. Answers is B. Area not visible in mirrors or directly. A blind spot is an area around your vehicle that cannot be seen using your mirrors. A head check looking over your shoulder is necessary to check these areas. Question 45. What does this sign mean? A. Use horn to warn others. B. No sounding of horn. C. Emergency vehicles only. D. Honk if you are happy. Answers is B, no sounding of horn. This sign indicates that sounding your horn is prohibited in this area, typically in residential zones, near hospitals, or at specific times to reduce noise pollution. Question 46. What should you do if you encounter black ice on the road? A. Brake hard and steer sharply. B. Reduce speed, avoid sudden braking or steering. C. Accelerate to maintain traction. D. Pull over immediately. Answers is B. Reduce speed, avoid sudden braking or steering. Black ice is almost invisible and extremely slippery. If you encounter it, gently ease off the accelerator, keep the steering wheel straight, and avoid sudden movements. Question 47. What does this sign indicate? A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. B. Hospital ahead. C. Children at play. D. Underground crossing. Answers is A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This information sign indicates that there is a pedestrian crossing ahead. It is often used to provide advance warning in built-up areas. Question 48. When driving downhill, why might you need to use a lower gear? A. To save fuel. B. To use engine braking and reduce brake wear. C. To accelerate faster. D. To avoid overheating the engine. Answers is B. To use engine braking and reduce brake wear. Using a lower gear when driving downhill helps utilize engine braking, which slows the vehicle and prevents your brakes from overheating and becoming less effective. Question 49. What does this sign mean? A. Give way to all traffic. B. You are on a priority road. C. End of priority road. D. Stop ahead. Answers is B. You are on a priority road. This sign indicates that you are on a priority road, meaning traffic on this road has the right of way over traffic entering from side roads, unless otherwise signed. Question 50. What is the primary risk of driving with tires? A. Better fuel economy. B. Grip and increased fuel consumption. C. Improved braking performance. D. Longer tire. Answers is B. Grip and increased fuel consumption. Tires can lead to grip, poor handling, increased stopping distances, faster tire wear on the edges, and significantly higher fuel consumption.